Hello there and welcome once again to Red Gaming Tech. My name is Marta and I'm here once again to give you your daily dose of the latest gaming news as of the 30th of June. This time I've got some news for you concerning The Last of Us, which has just had patch 1.02 released for it, and as well as fixing various multiplayer issues, which I'll of course go through with you in just a minute, it also changes the pest control phone numbers on the bulletin board that have gained a little bit of infamy in the last few days. Now, if you decide to dial this number in real life, you will no longer reach a phone sex line, and I'm sure many of you have already heard all about this particular little tidbit, but in case you haven't, it was pretty much the case that there was a phone number that an artist had just put on there, thinking that if they changed the area code to 555, then it became invalid because that's what they do in films. But obviously that doesn't work when it's a 1-800 number. So when they thought, oh, you know, I can just change the area code and it'll be fine, it won't actually work. Well, that actually wasn't the case, and various people called the number only to be led to a sex line. But of course, that particular little error has now been removed, and apart from that, all of the fixes in patch 1.02 are multiplayer fixes. That was the only single player fix in this particular game, but multiplayer wise, we've got host migration has now been improved. Losing connection to the host during a migration should occur less often, as general crash when leaving multiplayer is now fixed. Intro camera fix for some introductory cutscenes. Connectivity issues while playing have been tuned, and if you just disconnect or lose connection to the host, you will no longer advance a clan day. You only advance a clan day if you are kicked from the match or exit through the menu. As well as these, we've got some general gameplay fixes where Explosion Experts Level 2 should be selectable now. The voting time for match selection has been reduced to 15 seconds. No party playlist options have been added to both Supply Raid and Survivors, although players can only join this playlist solo. And Melee Against a Down character now uses the same range as normal Melee. And Naughty Dog has said that they'll be updating and adding additional fixes over the coming months. So some nice fixes there, although there isn't any fixes for a quite major problem that I've actually run into when playing through this game with Crimson Rain, my partner in crime here on the channel, with the hotel lobby section. And from looking at the comments on the original article here, it looks like that we weren't the only ones to come across this issue. Basically, if you have played the game, it's basically you have to start up a generator and then you would get attacked by a horde of infected, and basically what would happen is that that whole section is heavily bugged with enemies being invincible to punches and checkpoints that would save how much of your items you'd used, but not that you'd actually killed any enemies. So basically with each try of that section, you'd be worse and worse off. And there was a quite annoying bug that if you did not kill the first attacker with, say, like a trap, like a nail bomb or something like that, Joel will be literally defending himself from the air while the enemy just stands there, and no matter how much you press the square button, you would die. And this section is heavily bugged, and it looks like there's quite a few people suffering from this. So to be honest, this is a section that really needs patching. Don't get me wrong, it's good that they've removed this slightly amusing error with the sex hotline and these minor multiplayer tweaks to improve performance. That's all great, well and good, not going to criticise for that, but they should definitely fix the hotel lobby section because wow, that was broken as hell. Anyway, that's me done for this video. Be curious though if any of you have actually come across the same issue in the hotel lobby section or any other really game-breaking bugs in that particular game. I mean, there's been some few minor glitches, enemies clipping through walls and stuff like that, but the hotel lobby section was broken to the point where we just blitzed through the section without even fighting any enemies, because that was literally the only way to do it because of how bugged it actually was. So be curious to see your guys' thoughts on that. Anyway, that's me done. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time.